This week's book of the week is not a theological book. It's not a book on religion. It's just a practical thing. I know that there are a number of people in the congregation, and I'm sure watching online, I know we got some viewership that aren't local, who decide for protection purposes to carry a firearm. And so if you're going to do that, it's beneficial that you actually know the law surrounding the exercise of self-defense. In this book called The Law of Self-Defense Principles by an attorney, Andrew Branca, he lays out in very clear, easy to understand, the elements that you would need to have in place to prove justified in self-defense. In your typical criminal situation, the burden is 100% completely on the prosecution to prove that you did something. When it comes to self-defense, you're admitting, yes, I did it, but I was justified to do it because it was self-defense. In the law, there are 5 principles of criteria that have to be met in order to justify that it was self-defense. And he goes into it, breaks them down real easy. It's not packed full of legalese. He explains where definitions are, because law is very specific on terminology and definitions. He explains that kind of stuff. Just really good. It's actually a pretty small book. I left it at home. I was leaving the house. I'm like, I'm forgetting something. Otherwise, I'd have it and I could wave it at you and put it back there for you to see. I'll bring it next week. Really good, really simple, easy to understand, does a great job breaking down complicated legal issues into nice, easy to understand principles so that you can know that if the unthinkable were to happen and you actually had to protect yourself or loved ones, here are the criteria. Here's how you need to behave and conduct yourself in such a way that it is indeed legally justified self-defense. And so there you go. The Law of Self-Defense Principles by Andrew Branca.
That little church on Liberty Hill, come praise the Lord, let your cup be filled. Raise your voices and we'll sing, let God's freedom ring from that little church on Liberty Hill.